Hey, what's happening everyone? I'm SirJames coming at you guys with another video, and in today's video I wanted to go ahead and go over a few different things. I wanted to first start off by sharing with you guys some of the items that I got today and showcase it to you, such as the Millennium Falcon popcorn bucket, the Kylo Ren TIE Fighter cup thing that they had, and then another cup as well, and then kind of talk about the rest of the day and the experience and if I got to go on the new ride and whatnot. So let's go ahead and begin by showcasing the little mini haul, and some of these items here might interest you guys. First thing that we're going to go ahead and start with is this really cool mug here, which is found over at the Galactic Grill. I believe the retail pricing was between $20 to $25, and you do get the drink with it, because typically a drink at Disney is like, what, $5 or $6 anyways. But this mug here, if you're a fan more along the lines of the original trilogy, then this might be your interest. Right here you actually have Luke on Tatooine with his speeder. If we keep rotating it, we got the Star Wars logo, and then we have R2 with C-3PO. And the detailing and the colorization of this, especially in person, I don't know how it looks on camera, is it actually looks really good. I like this. It just, you know, when you have it on the shelf, people look at it, it's like, oh hey, original trilogy Star Wars right there, and then boom, they easily know what scene this is. I mean, it's not a specific scene in the movie, but I mean, you know that they're on Tatooine. You even got the twin suns on the back there. So again, I found this over at the Galactic Grill over in the Tomorrowland location. The next item, which is a pretty popular one, when I saw it, I knew I had to get one for myself, and that is the Millennium Falcon popcorn buckets or fries. There's a couple of different options here. To start with is, for one, as you can see, this is definitely a good size. Two, you actually get a lanyard with it, so you can have it around your neck, or you could, you know, put it over your shoulder, fling it so it's not in your way. I mean, again, it's really nice, and it's, you know, not going to take up a lot of space. It's actually not that fat, by the way. You know, it's, again, a good overall size. There's actually a lot of really good detail on this thing, believe it or not. Because, you know, when I have it back here, it's kind of hard to see, especially with what my camera's doing right now. But as we get closer, you see all that detail. So if you end up panel lining and painting this up, you can bring out all that extra detail in there. And it will look great too if you decided to hang this. Now, a couple things to also note is that on the bottom here, there's going to be a tab that you remove, and there's actually a button here, and this actually lights up and it pulses. Now, as far as where do you store the popcorn and or fries or whatever it is that you're going to get and put in here, you know, for me, my choice of snack is going to be Cheez-Its. Is that this opens up right here, and you have plenty of room right in the inside. And you go ahead and close that up, and you are good to go. Now, this item here can be found at a couple of locations. There might be more than two, but the two that I know of. The first one is the Galactic Grill, again located in Tomorrowland. If you get this at the Galactic Grill, keep in mind that this is mobile order only, and you get it with fries. Now, the fries they don't put in it, they actually put the fries, they put the food on the side. Same thing for the popcorn option. Now, if you want it with popcorn, there's actually a popcorn station in Tomorrowland as well, next to the Galactic Grill, that actually has plenty of these in stock. And it's going to range for the price tag of $25. Definitely worth it in my opinion, especially if you took the time to, again, do panel lining, maybe weathers up a little bit. I mean, you're going to have a cool looking Millennium Falcon popcorn bucket, essentially. But yeah, like I said, I think it's worth it. Lights up, lanyard with it. I mean, what's not to like about it, to be honest? Oh, and I forgot to mention that this little radar thing, look, it rotates. I mean, it doesn't really serve a purpose, but I mean, it rotates, so it does something. So I thought that was pretty neat. So definitely a really popular item, so worth checking out if, you know, you're going to be visiting here soon. I'm pretty sure this is also a limited edition, because usually if they have anything fancy like this, it's usually for while supplies last. Because I remember last year during the holiday, I was trying to get the Mickey ornaments drink thing, and that was gone. So unfortunately, I missed out on that one. But I did get 2 of those because I also got one for a friend of mine. The first one, let me put this back together. I mean, a little bit of a spoiler, if you will, because of what I was going to showcase. And why aren't you fitting? Oh, that's why. Let me put the other piece back on. So this next item here is the Kylo Ren's Starfighter here. Now this item here actually can apply for your annual discount. If you get the drink thing that I showed, or the popcorn bucket, or the fries, that one doesn't apply for the discount, but this one actually does apply for the Disney discount if you have that kind of pass. And this one here is also found at the Galactic Grill. I'm unsure if it's in other locations, but that's the main location I've seen this one at. And there's 2 options you can get. One of them is you can get it with fries. Again, they put the food onto the side. Or the second option is to get it with a fountain drink, which the fountain drink is the most popular one because I've seen a lot of people with it. And you might be asking, where exactly does the drink go? And, well, this top part opens up like so. And you'll get your drink. Well, it's not a can like this one, but you know, you get your drink, it'll sit in there, you got your straw, and you could enjoy it that way. Again, I saw a lot of people walking around with this thing. Pretty cool. A couple things to note as one, there's no lanyard included, so you can't wear this around your neck or anything. The inside of this is actually solid, so you could potentially use this as a little snackable if you wanted to. And if you're done and really don't want to carry this thing around, the neat thing is that the wings here could actually detach, so you can go ahead and safely store this in your bag. For me, I always carry a messenger bag with me, so I was able to store this one in the bag. It didn't even take up much room, so I really like that. And again, this is under 20 bucks if you have an annual pass discount, depending on which one you have. This came out for my pass like 15 something, so very good. And this one, by the way, you don't have to mobile order. You can simply go up to the window and request this as an item. And that's basically it. That's all I really got. The other thing that I want to do for the rest of this video is kind of share the initial day. For one, that I get to go on Rise of the Resistance that I've been talking about. Fortunately, no. Everything was against me today, which was the cause. And I kind of took notice that the rides seemed to have been going down a lot actually today. They seem to be having a lot of issues. So maybe it was a good thing that I wasn't able to go on it, so I didn't have to deal with that. But it kind of sucks for everyone else who, you know, spend all that time trying to get a pass. But basically, by the time I was able to get scanned into the park, it was 8:06. Would have made it into the park if there wasn't the issue on the freeway where they had like the right lane shut down, and I eventually had to find a roundabout for that whole situation. But yeah, like I said, I kind of took notice that they seem to be having a lot of technical difficulties today on Rise of the Resistance. So again, even though I didn't get the chance to ride it today, again, maybe it was for the best. And hopefully maybe next time things will be running smoothly, and hopefully I'll be able to get on it. But besides that, I did take this camera with me, and I just wanted to kind of see how it performs out and about, because I've only used it in this situation where I'm just recording in my room. Wanted to see how it performs out there with the 4K settings and stuff like that. A lot of you guys like that. And I think some of the footage turned out really good. I wasn't like... Actually, I kind of did 2 different ones. I kind of went to certain sections of the park, just set the camera down, hit the record button so you can kind of see the crowds going in and out, listen to the ambient sounds and whatnot that's happening throughout. And then there's other footages where I had it in hand to kind of see how it looks, because I wasn't sure if I had really shaky hands or not, which, I mean, some of the footage is a little shaky, so I probably realized from my initial testing that I should invest into a gimbal. I've seen one for less than $300 that supports this camera, so I think that would be a good choice for me to get. The other thing that I did take notice, or actually before we get to the other thing, is that I didn't try out the new drink, but I did try out the cinnamon sugar pork rinds, which technically reminded me of the cinnamon twists that you can get at Taco Bell. But I have noticed, at least with my batch, that I got that there were some that were nicely coated, and there was others that were very lightly coated to the point where it's like when you bite into it, it tastes like a plain pork rind. But the ones that were covered in the flavor were really good. So might be a snack you might be interested in getting. The other thing was the Toy Story parking area. That's always where I park at. I've actually haven't used the trams in like years or parked over by the Mickey and Friends or wherever the parking structure is. It's always been the Toy Story parking lot for me. And typically how it's normally been is that, you know, you get on the bus will take you to the park, you get off the bus, you go through the security check-in, and then from there you can go to the Disneyland side or the California Adventure. But something that I've heard was in the process, I didn't know exactly when it was going to happen, but on this trip, again, it might have just recently opened up the past week or so. But before you even go on the bus, you actually go through the security check-in. Then you get on the bus. And what's neat is that once you get to the park, you don't have to go through a second screening. You just simply make your way to Disneyland or California Adventure. I actually really like that because it frees up a lot of time and space. And I don't have to deal with, you know, sitting at a security check-in, you know, with all these people with like, you know, 30 different bags to check, whatever the case may be. Just it takes out a lot of that cluster area. So I really like that. So good job, Disney, on that one. Now, alright, so before I end off with this video, it's never a day for me unless if I have some type of issue with Disney security. It's always something, always random, each and every time. The first one, which wasn't really that big of a deal, was the security telling me that I'm probably not going to be allowed in the park because of what I was wearing, which, mind you, I'm Disney bounding, so that's technically A-okay. But, you know, I just quickly explained that I'm Disney bounding. He's like, alright, I just want to kind of give you the heads up. So he was cool. The other security inside the park in Galaxy's Edge, she had an issue with me for whatever odd reason. I'm not going to say her name for privacy reasons because I don't want people going and attacking her for whatever odd reason. But she had an issue with me, you know, had the nerve to ask me how old I am, told her my age. She's like, we can't be wearing costumes. I was like, I'm not wearing a costume, I'm Disney bounding. Apparently she had no idea what the hell Disney bounding is, and nor does she seem to care to understand what it was, which was more kind of rude on her end. I mean, you're working security, it's your job to kind of know what's right from wrong. The fact that I know what's right from wrong better than you, it's kind of scary, but again, it's always going to be something random. Gave me an issue with my outfits. She even had the nerve to give me a warning. She even gave me a piece of paper that had the rules on it, saying that, you know, I can't talk to people. I'm sorry, but if someone comes up to me and maybe mistaken me as a worker and asks, hey, where's the nearest restroom? Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell them where the nearest restroom is because I'm that kind of guy. I'm a nice person. But if you're going to tell me saying that, oh, I can't talk to people or fans can't come up to me and talk to me who recognize me from, again, YouTube, that's not going to happen. If they want to come up to me, talk to me, take a photo, they could more than likely to. I've had higher securities, keep in mind you, higher than her ranking, that have had no issues with it. But like I said, that's just one of the issues. And also the nerve to tell me that I can't film people. I mean, hello, what do you think a lot of people do when they're at Disney? They're vlogging. And what happens? There's a lot of people in the background of their videos. Are they going to each and every one of those individuals with a piece of paper saying, hey, I just want to know if it's okay to use you in our footage type situation? That's not the case. So again, it's like, I just don't know what the hell her problem was, but she wanted to give me some form of issue and just wasn't having it, that's for sure. I wanted to say things to her, but at the same time, I didn't want to get kicked out of Disney or anything like that. But if she happens to be watching this video, which I highly doubt, but she may know, or some people may know who I'm talking about. Know the rules, know your policies, and try not to give people a hard time. And then I think everyone should enjoy the rest of the day. But anyways, I'm just kind of ranting on. I want to kind of get this video uploaded. I'm realizing that my, I think, battery's about to die anyways. But until then, I'll see you guys on the next upload. I want to take the footage that I had, put it onto a separate upload. So it'll be a mixture of shots stationary, shots with me holding the camera, which is why it will be some shaky footage here and there. But you guys can let me know how it looks to you. But until then, may the force be with you. Let me know anything that I showcased in today's video that has your interest. Let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys next time.